Thank you for joining me in session 2. I am still Shantae Stevens, the SOS Prevention Coordinator for the Boys and Girls Club of Northeast Florida. And let's get started. Okay, so let's recap what we talked about in session 1. We learned about emotions. So what emotions are, the fact that there's no such thing as good and bad emotions. We learned about why we have emotions and why emotions are important. For example, paying attention for relationships, your health, decision making. We learned about all of that in session 1. So Ms. Shantae, what are we going to be talking about in session 2? Well, let's just get started and you'll see. So today, we are talking about emotional intelligence. That is the whole reason I am here, so that we can be emotionally intelligent when it comes to our emotions. So Ms. Shantae, what does that mean? I'm so glad you asked. The definition is being smart about our feelings, using our thinking to inform our feelings, and using our feelings to inform our thinking. Ms. Shantae, can you break that down just a little bit more? Got you. So emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize emotions in yourself and in others. Also, to be emotional intelligent is to understand the causes of emotions and their consequences. So for example, if you are upset, say somebody made you upset, if you're emotionally intelligent, you can learn how to manage your feelings and know when it's a good time to talk to somebody about what's upsetting you. So like me, I am a very emotional person, and a lot of times I react off of emotions, which isn't the best thing in the world, because a lot of things I do say, somebody makes me upset, I will lash out. But if I would have just took time to calm down and then talk to them, I could have, saved myself from a whole argument. So even now, I'm learning how to not react while I'm emotional, but wait till I calm down, understand what it is I'm feeling and why I'm feeling like this, and then talk to the person or to myself about what's happening and what's going on. Also, like I said earlier, being emotionally intelligent means to know how to recognize other people's emotions. Also, like I said earlier, being emotionally intelligent is not only recognizing emotions in other people, but being able to recognize the emotions that you're having within yourself. And a lot of times we feel something and we may not even know what we're feeling. For example, if you are really frustrated, but you think you're angry, being frustrated and being angry are two different things. So it's very, very important to know that you're frustrated and not angry, because the way that we may react when we're angry is totally different than how we will react if we're frustrated. So you are about to see a clip from a movie. After the clip is done, I'll come back. So let's get into it now.
Sultan? They want me to be Sultan?
Huzzah! Hail the conquering hero! Aladdin! You've just won the heart of the princess. What are you gonna do next? Psst, your line is, I'm going to free the genie. Anytime.
Genie, I can't.
Sure you can. You just go.
Genie, I wish you free.
I'm serious. Look, I'm sorry. I really am. But they want to make me Sultan. No, they want to make Prince Ali Sultan. Without you, I'm just Aladdin.
Hell, you won!
Because of you. The only reason anyone thinks I'm worth anything is because of you. What if they find out I'm not really a prince? What if Jasmine finds out? I'd lose her. Genie, I can't keep this up on my own. I can't wish you free.
Fine, I understand. After all, you've lied to everyone else. Hey, I was beginning to feel left out. Now, if you'll excuse me, Master.
Genie, I'm really sorry. Well, fine. Then just stay in there. What are you guys looking at? Look, I'm sorry, Abu. I'm sorry. I didn't. Wait. Come on. What am I doing? Genie's right. I gotta tell Jasmine the truth.
Ali, oh Ali, will you come here?
Here goes. Jasmine, where are you?
Out in the menagerie, hurry.
I'm coming.
You got a problem, Piggy? Boy, Jafar's gonna be happy to see you.
Excellent work, Iago.
Ah, go on.
No, really, on a scale of 1 to 10, you are an 11.
Oh, Jafar, you're too kind. I'm embarrassed. I'm blushing.
What emotions did you see in that clip? Was Aladdin being emotionally intelligent or no? What do you think? If you say yes, why? If you say no, why? Now I want to talk about the acronym RULER. Let's start with R. Recognizing emotions in yourself and others. So that involves understanding what is happening in your body and your thoughts. When a situation happens, say you get surprised. Feelings, they're emotional, but they also are physical because sometimes you have physical reactions. So if you're surprised, you may get, real like, and you're physically, you freeze. So it's important that you notice what your physical and emotional, process is when you have different feelings. Now, the way you recognize emotions in other people deal with facial expressions, tone, and what people say, communication. And we are going to get into that in session 3. That is all that session 3 is about, is recognizing emotions in other people. But just know, facial expressions, tone, body, emotions, all of that goes into how we recognize emotions in other people, which is kind of self-explanatory. U stands for understanding your emotions. Now, it may sound like I'm being repetitive, but we really want you to understand your emotions and why you feel like this and how to react when it comes to emotions, okay? Because it's really, really important. So that's why we keep breaking it down step by step. Again, you understanding your emotions, understanding what causes your own emotions and other people's emotions. Not only that, but the consequences of those emotions. So again, we're going into the consequences of having different emotions, which again, the consequences are not from the emotions, it's from the actions that come with the emotions. Nashante, you're talking gibber jabbish, what blah blah blah. What are you saying? Again, if you're upset, what do you do when you're upset? Because the consequences come from your actions, not from that feeling. The thing with understanding is understanding that we all don't have the same emotions. And that is something that I am still today as an adult trying to process, that everybody doesn't have the same emotions for every situation. For example, say you and your significant other get into an argument because you're upset that they're not upset. So let's say you and your significant other get into an argument and they're very nonchalant. They are not as angry as you. You can't be upset because they're they're not expressing the emotion the way that you want them to, or that they're not having the same emotion as you, because everybody has different emotions. Everybody handles situations differently. Everybody processes things differently. So understanding that we all don't have to have the same emotion about the same situation. L, being able to find the right words to use for your feelings. So, to sum that up into one word, communication. We have to learn how to communicate. We have to learn how to communicate. One more time for the people in the back. We have to learn how to communicate. A lot of times, we don't express ourselves the right way, and that's what turns things into arguments. That's what turns things into bigger things that it didn't have to be, because we couldn't communicate effectively what we're thinking or what we're feeling. So we have to learn how to communicate those things. This is big for my fellas, because a lot of times dudes don't like to communicate their feelings. We know this, but that's why people can get frustrated, because we know you have feelings, you just don't know how to communicate them. And sometimes, you know, you feel like communicating your feelings isn't manly or isn't, you know, guyish, but that's absolutely not true. You have to learn how to communicate so that the people who care about you, they understand what you're feeling. They understand what the problem is. You have to learn how to communicate. E, now this is big. Knowing how and when to express your emotions in different situations. Look, okay, because this is big for me. I keep saying it over and over, you know, how and when to express your emotions. When. If you are angry, that is not the time to tell the person how you feel, because you're going to be speaking out of anger. It's going to turn to something bigger. Please wait until you calm down. Wait until, you know, the situation is, you know, the waters have calmed, because a lot of times that's when people say stuff that they'll regret later. How to express. That is probably one of the biggest things. People don't know how to express themselves. So they say the wrong things, they do the wrong things, because they didn't give themselves time to really think about how to express this feeling. And R, being able to manage your emotions effectively. When we misread emotions, it can lead to misunderstandings. That's why it's important that you know what you're feeling, you know how to communicate it, you know how to express it. That's why it's important to being able to read other people and being able to understand what other people are feeling, because the last thing we want is misunderstanding. So that is it for session 2. Hope you learned something. In our next session, we are going to be really getting into how to read other people and read or being able to recognize other people's emotions, okay? So I will see you soon.